Hello, good day. Welcome to Inner Alchemist Tarot. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit, because you're always looking out from our eyes. We're co-creating this place together. It's us humans that tend to turn our gaze away for whatever reason. For whatever reason. We continue to walk in beauty. What messages do we have today, Spirit, for this reading? We're now in the energies of the solar eclipse. Big tower moment going on right now. We have the King of Feathers, Logic and Justice, and then we also have the Queen of Feathers. So we have a pair. We have a Queen and a King of Feathers. That's beautiful right there. Perception and truth, logic and justice. And I'll go into the descriptions of those in just a moment. We're going to draw from this deck here. Thank you, Spirit. And I made a video today, which you can find on the channel, about the correlation between alchemy and the tarot. So make sure you check that out. If you're new to the tarot, or even if you're, you know about the tarot, that might, draw some insights for you too. It was a pleasure to do that. What other messages do we have today, Spirit? And we have the Coyote, Revealer of Truth. Perfect for correlating between these twos. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. Yes, it's definitely good to laugh. Laughter and crying is the same release. Sometimes one feels better over the other. And so we're going to do the first one here, which is Perception and Truth. And again, that comes here, the Revealer of Truth. I love how those tie together there. We have the Queen of Feathers, which is the Queen of Swords in a normal tarot deck. And the feathers, the swords, is the air signs. With sharp perception, Bat's keen radar cuts through that which is hidden. A mistress of the naked truth, she doesn't stand for being fooled. She gains spiritual depths from struggles and is objective and rational in her approach. Dashing wherever she needs to go, she isn't afraid of the darkness, a bringer of new perspectives. Bat will offer constructive criticism for any situation. She's experienced at applying logical ideas to work out a sensible and fair solution. Bat will assist you in facing your fears when you need to stand up for what you believe in. Confront the darkness, and you'll discover the reawakening of light. Heighten the force of clarity and truth by seeing through illusions and maintain a balanced mind. And that is a lot, correlates to the alchemy, the temperance card in the tarot as well, the major arcana of the temperance card. It's finding that balance between the dark and the light, perception and truth. Okay, and we have the King of Feathers here. Look at him with the sun behind him. It's a beautiful card. I love the artwork in these cards. And it's the Spirit Song Tarot, if you're interested. Logic and justice. Disciplined and inquisitive, Lion faces challenges head-on. He offers honest and impartial advice and passes his knowledge on to others. He has strong ethics and high standards and demands the same of others. A great master of courage and strength, Lion is a roaring archetype for fearless communication. He uses sound judgment and fairness to come to solutions, to any solution. He requires a clear and workable plan and doesn't let emotions get in the way. He reminds you that thoughts are energy and that thinking positively attracts favorable experiences into your life. Seize your personal power and call upon clarity of mind in making decisions. With noble determination, harmonize your energy with what you desire to achieve. In The Wizard of Oz, there was the lion, and he had became a victim of his own deception of himself as far as losing his courage, and just being strong within your own domain, being strong and knowing. So we have a queen and a king here, the queen of feathers, the king of feathers. I love it. I love these messages coming through already. And then we have, again, the revealer of truth. Don't take things seriously. Make time to play. Okay. What other messages do we have here, Spirit, for this today's reading? And this is a general reading for those joining in the first time. If you have, help the channel to grow, and subscribe if you can, and like the video if you can, and all that. If you like it. If you don't, simply pass on. General reading for all zodiac signs. And I do offer readings too for your personal endeavors. Spirit, what messages do we have today? I really shuffled these cards too earlier. They just want to keep being shuffled and shuffled. Sometimes. Sometimes life is like that, as we give time and just wait. And wait for the messages to come through without pushing anything. And that is using sound judgment instead of going ahead and trying to make things happen. We start out with the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is, she's got her drum in her hand. She's got the fire in the center. Her horse is ready to get on. She's ready to go on that whenever she wants. So basically the meaning of this card is, what have you been putting off that you may be wanting to do? Maybe that drum circle. She's got the drum here. Joining that party, joining the celebration. Again, goes hand in hand with the coyote here. Have fun. Life is about having fun, not to take things too serious. What are the messages we have here today, Spirit? And we have the Nine of Wands and the movement on to the Nine of Wands. She's moving on. Sweet success is yours. She's looking over her shoulder maybe a bit, again, not to take things too serious, not to be on defense. You don't have to be on defense when you allow the light to shine through you and allow Spirit to move on into the Temperance card here. And we're just talking about this in the video that I created about the correlation between alchemy and the tarot deck, is that this is the alchemy card of the tarot. It's between the death card, death and rebirth, and the devil card. So he's balancing his inner being again with his axe, not going too far over to one side, not being wholly materialistic or wholly spiritual. It's just finding the balance between the two. Okay, so what are the messages we have here today, Spirit? What's this reading? Yeah, there's a lot of passionate energy. That I have to say that is a perfect sign for the solar eclipse happening right now. Okay, here we go. Queen of Wands. And we have the Queen of Feathers and the King of Feathers there, the swords, to start out the reading here. And then we have the Queen of Wands, and she has her inner fire going on, her passion. When she shows up, everybody turns and stares. Off to the Tower, and that's a perfect card. Absolutely stunning. Thank you, Spirit, for what is happening now. We are in a big Tower moment during the eclipse changes going on. And if you do your research on YouTube, you might find a good video to watch explaining all signs. They go down to each explanation for each sign and how it affects you, this solar eclipse energies. And then, we're bringing it off to about 6 months until the next eclipse season in October. But this is a really fiery eclipse, really potent, very passionate, a lot of fiery energy, big, fast movement, a lot of changes. That's the Tower card, is that whatever you thought to be and the structure you knew it to be is now, the lightning comes down and it's going to change the structure in which was. And that's macro and micro. There's a lot of changes happening during the shift of consciousness. It needs to happen as we're expanding off into the new earth energies. So what other messages do we have here, Spirit? Thank you so much for this reading. It's beautiful. For this beautiful reading as always. And we'll get some clarifier cards for these two. Oh, here we go. 8 of Wands. And again, to make sure that you're, moving that energy and going towards that direction, that inspired action. Sometimes we get stuck between what action to take. That's the 2 of Wands. Sometimes we get stuck on, we sit with how comfortable things are, and then we don't take the action that, as far as moving up between our feet, we can feel it. You can feel it. You can really feel when that happens, to move. And that's what this is. It's just go for it, because success is here. Your success is here. And then we have the Justice card. And then again, that's right above where the Temperance card is, right here. I'm just going to move these cards over. The Temperance card is right above the Justice card, is balancing out things. Whatever this means to you, this is a general reading on relationships, finances, health. Yep, your well-being, your connection to spirit. Okay. And so we're going to get some clarifier cards here. Spirit, what is this Knight of Wands? Thank you. You're definitely doing... Everyone's having a Tower moment. I am. You are. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands off into the world. The world is your oyster, baby. Be the life of the party. It's the life of the party. We have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands right below it here. You are the life of the party, and the world is your oyster. What is this Knight of Wands, Spirit? Moving on to sweet success. Sweet success. I could feel the energy in this reading. It's like I can't even catch my breath. What is this Knight of Wands, Spirit? Absolutely stunning. And we have the Queen of Cups. Oh, we got some water in here to soothe out the flames. And boy, is she a queen. The Queen of Cups and the High Priestess are the 2 most intuitive cards of the deck. Your intuition, your high intuition is kicking in. Your feelings, emotions, relationships might be heightened. Between you and yourself first. You have to love yourself first. What's this Temperance card, Spirit? Loving the self first before you can love another person. And make sure that your connection with yourself is strong and is up the utmost, always up front, no matter what the relationship is. Hey, I like you. Let's see where it goes. That and my inner being connection with myself is more important than anybody is connection. Oh my gosh, we got the Star. This is the miracle. Expect miracles to happen, basically. And miracles is just being aligned. Everything's about alignment. You're aligned with your inner being, and when something happens that's perceived to be a miracle to others, is that you're simply aligned with yourself. You're catching your star. You're dreaming your world. We dreamed this world into existence, and here we are as the physical manifestations. You are a beautiful, beautiful co-creator, manifest. You are the manifestation of the higher part of yourself. You are the Star. As you move from the Temperance to the Star card, off into the Queen of Wands. What is this Queen of Wands, Spirit? Ooh, I'm liking this reading a lot. What is this Queen of Wands, Spirit? They all want to jump out. The cards are even fiery. I'm surprised I'm not seeing flames. Ooh, a lot of water here. The moon is Piscean energy. You get a lot of water. You know, sometimes with the moon, we can dive so far into ourselves that we can drown into our emotions. So again, with the moon, the solar eclipse, you know, there's a lot of fiery energies, of course. And with the Queen of Wands, and when the moon card balances out that fiery energy. But boy, there's a lot of magic taking place from the star to the Queen of Wands off into the moon card. The star is Pisces, as Aquarian energy. Aquarius off into the Piscean energy, which is just moving right along, is it? What's this Tower card, Spirit? What a beautiful co-creation here. You know what? I'm being told to take this deck right here. What's this Tower card here, Spirit? You're doing great. Never doubt yourself. What is this Tower card here? Oh, that one really wants to come out. Oh, we got the moon again. Oh boy, look at this, friends. You can't make this stuff up. We got the Queen of Wands and the moon card to the Tower to the moon card. Yes, this change is definitely occurring on a very deep level of your soul. It's the soul of all. This is an all sign reading. This is happening to all of humanity. That's why I love doing the all signs reading. And I might do these individual signs depending on what you guys come on in and speak to me. Tell me if you want that to happen, and I might just do that. Hey, as we we build this community together. Spirit, what is this Eight of Wands here? You got a lot of Piscean, water, and Aquarian energy. And you can do your own research about this, but Pluto's coming in and out of Aquarius this year and staying there for the next, I believe it's 20 years. There's a lot of big changes that's going to happen in the structures of governments, finances, stuff like that. Aquarian energy. We have a lot of Piscean energy in here, cooling down the flames, friends. What's this Eight of Wands, Spirit? Woo! What is this Eight of Wands, my friends? Okay. And so now we have the Five of Swords, the Eight of Wands here. Eight of Wands, high moving energy off to success, into the Five of Swords. You know, there may have been some disappointment and you're moving off into the Six of Pentacles, which is a stable time. And again, we have the Justice card, and he's holding, if you notice, he's holding that, Libra is a Justice, right, is that balance, and finding the balance between wealth, health, worldly possessions, your stability in the world. Okay, moving off with that fiery energy to success, moving beyond any disappointment that may have happened with others as they're walking away here. The swords are left on the ground. He's still holding the couple in his hand. That's okay, because you choose to excel into stability. Okay, and that could be whatever it is, your finances, your health, relationships, and then finding that balance here with the Justice card. Okay, that is beautiful. You can't make this stuff up. The cards are always accurate. Okay, so what's this Justice card, Spirit? And then we will finish the reading here with a couple of oracle cards and call it a day. And if you haven't checked it out, I do the weekend reading, okay, yesterday, which I do on Wednesdays. So make sure you check that out in the energies of this weekend. Okay, and here we go. As we're moving from the Six of Pentacles, which is a stable time, finding the balance between choosing, off into the Queen of Pentacles there, and a celebration time of the Six of Cups. Oh boy, is this reading beautiful. Woo! Can we have an amen, folks? You know, you might find that somebody's coming up from your past, because we're in a Mercury retrograde. So you might find a past friend calling you, or you running into them wherever you are and about your travels, or maybe you're thinking about them. But this is a stable time of the Cups energy, as we have two moon cards, which is the Piscean energies. Okay, so let's do one final card for the outcome. of this reading for today. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Deep breaths. And if you haven't done that already for these energies are out, I encourage you to do some deep breathing. Do we have a final card here, Spirit? Oh, it's not from that deck, from this deck. What final card do we have today, Spirit, for this reading? All right, and the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. Can't make it up, friends. Can't make it up. She's satisfied in her earthly domain. However that applies to you. Wealth, health, using intuition. She's satisfied with everything that she has built for her abode, for her domain. She's satisfied, and she has enough to share. Perfect. Okay, so let's just do a couple of oracle card here. Wow, just wow. What messages do we have today from the Oracle, Spirit? And thank you so much for this reading. Very clear. Clear and concise. As we start out with the Queen and the King of Swords. That's all we needed. Because we know how much we have fire and water within this. Or with the tarot, within most of the cards that we pulled today. Not much air, and not much air, but the air doesn't. We had the Queen and King right off the bat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we have forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So as you're diving deep within yourself with the Moon card and the Moon, both of these Moon's cards are definitely big tower movement here. Big tower moment. Maybe, this Six of Cups that here at the end is saying that there's someone coming in that perhaps you need to forgive. Perhaps it's yourself. See, Spirit doesn't ever need to forgive you because Spirit, your inner being, never judges you. Never judges you. Always loves you. Loves everyone deserves love. It's the human that tends to be fickle about that. Okay? What's the message? What's the final messages here from this oracle deck, Spirit? What do we need to hear? Learning to love myself. Perfect. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weakness into strength. I realize that I am a being of light and I allow myself to shine. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning, friends. Woo! I can't say it enough. This reading is on fire, literally. But with clearly enough water to put off the flames a little bit. Okay, what is the final messages here, Spirit, from these oracles? What is it that we need to hear? Wow. I'll be going back to this reading again and again and again throughout the day today. And again, this reading will be when you click on the reading, whenever you join it. It could be even like tomorrow to next week to next month, even a year from now. These readings are potent because everything is happening now. We were born now, we live now, die now. It's hard for the human to fathom that because the human, lives within a time and space reality. So everything is always working out for me. Always working out for me. It's one of my favorite cards of this deck I made. And then be still and know. Be still and know. Even during the fiery energies. And I believe that's why when I was in trance when I made these cards. So fiery energy, like this, we're sitting on the sun. Even within the fiery energy of passionate energy, you can still take time out and be still and breathe. Use this time for meditation time. Go deep, as the Moon cards suggesting. But sometimes if we go too deep, and we need to find that balance again, and that's what the Temperance card's saying. But expect things to always work out for you. Expect to happen. That's what this is saying. Look at these three cards together, friends. Boy. Wow. Impressive, impressive, impressive. Thank you so much for being here during this reading and experiencing this. And subscribe, like the channel if you liked it, right? Like this video if it worked for you. If it doesn't, pass it on. And we will see you again soon. Thank you, Spirit.